Hey student, watch this grammar in use lesson and learn how to use the word even. Ah, I will give you explanations and easy examples to help you understand how to use even when speaking English anywhere, anytime. If you don't know me very well, hello, I am Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, yes, because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker, yes. So if you have already done so, smash that like button, support the channel. But now let's talk about the good stuff. How to use even in English. And especially in conversations, because as a pre-intermediate speaker, that's the person I help here. I help students who are pre-intermediate and intermediate to go from stuck to speaking in 6 months. Yes, that's my job. I even have an online program, the Academy, where I help my babies. I call my students babies, yes. I will open registration very soon. Stay tuned. Now, guys, the more you advance on your journey to fluency, the more review you're going to need, okay? So at this level, at an advanced level, you will always review basic concepts and you will add a little bit more information. Maybe this word is new for you. Maybe, okay, even, I heard even though, but I don't know, teacher, I never really study it. So that's what we're going to do. But I am sure that when you get to a super duper advanced proficiency level, you will go back to very simple words and review them. That's the process, okay? I, to this day, still go back to very basic lessons, very basic words, but I always add a little more, okay? And that's what you're going to be doing at this level. Now, guys, that being said, even, general use. We typically use the word even in conversation. The spelling in conversation is wrong. But I'm sorry, you know. Okay, now you know. Okay, when we use even in conversations, we want to emphasize. So the key word here is emphasis. You want to emphasize something unexpected, something surprising. Okay? It doesn't have to be special. It's just surprising. It's just unexpected, okay? So how are you going to do this? I'm going to give you some phrases. I will not translate this. Another thing that happens a lot at a pre-intermediate, intermediate level, we don't translate. You learn by context. You focus on the story. You focus on the situation, and that will help you study. That's basically what I do with my BSA in my academy. I don't translate information to my students, my online students from my program. They have all the lessons 100% in English. No translation, only explanation. And I'm doing the same now, okay? So take a look at the example. Lucy is 25 and doesn't even know how to fry an egg by herself. Do you really think she's ready to move to another country? So let's put this into a context, okay? Lucy has been living with her family, no problems. That's not the point, okay, living with her family or not. She's already 25 and she doesn't even know how to fry an egg. She doesn't even know. So when I add the even here, I am emphasizing a bit more the surprising information, or in this case, the unexpected information. Because you typically, maybe in your country, this is different, but we typically expect a 25-year-old person, man or woman, to know the basics of surviving, okay? Like frying an egg, like making their own breakfast, making their bed, cleaning up their bedroom. These are basic things we expect from adults, men or women, okay? This is not just about women, this is about men too. Hey, you should learn how to fry an egg, huh? So she doesn't even know how to fry an egg by herself. Can you imagine her moving to another country? This is absurd, okay? But you know what? When I moved to Boston, I was 21. And even though I will explain even though, okay? Even though my mother had taught me how to cook, I was terrible at cooking. And even to this day, even if I will, I still have trouble cooking. I do cook, I can cook, but not as well as my mother does. Okay, but I learned, I managed. And as I lived abroad, I had to learn a lot of things by myself. So moving abroad by myself was actually very good to me. So if you are that person like Lucy, maybe moving away from your parents will help you. Another example. Brazil is hot, even in the summer. So what am I trying to say here? This is unexpected. No, even in the winter. Not in the summer. The summer, of course, it's hot. Brazil is hot, even in the winter. Duh. So what is unexpected here? Well, in the winter, we typically expect a cold weather. But in Brazil, it is hot, even in the winter. Well, attention, this is not true, depending on where you go. Right now in São Paulo, it's 10 degrees Celsius. It's freaking hot. No, freaking cold. I'm confusing the temperatures, but it is cold. It's beginning to warm up. Okay, it's getting a little better. But if you go to the south, in some places, it's 0 degrees Celsius, okay? It's really bad, depending on where you go in Brazil. Okay, but just to show you the context, I am describing something that is unexpected or surprising. That's the general use of even. There are more uses, there are more advanced uses, but I will focus on important ones for this lesson. Now, moving on. Even in affirmative sentences. You can use even in affirmative sentences, in negative, and in questions. I'm going to show you the position. They always mean the same thing, okay? You're showing something unexpected. You're emphasizing the sentence. You don't need to use even if you don't want to. But if you're trying to show that extra emphasis on the surprise or something unexpected, okay? Bob's your uncle. Now, my neighbor has traveled all over the world. He has even been to the Antarctic. Antarctic. Oh my God, this word is a little challenging. Let me check something here. Antarctic. Oh, I will need to practice this one. Let's see. Antarctic. Oh, Antarctic. Okay, now I got it. See? To learn a lesson, I must use it. So there I am practicing live. So when I say, look at the position of even, okay? He has even been. So this is present perfect, okay? But let's take a look at a phrase that is easier. My boss is so rich. He even has his own mansion in LA. So, generally speaking, the position of even is before the main verb. Yes. So, I even show my students how to unlock their minds. So, I teach English. Teacher Prix she even teaches people how to unlock their fluency. So it's before the main verb, okay? So my boss is very rich. He even has a house, a mansion, not a house, a mansion in LA. Yo, how cool is that? Now, this position may change a little depending on the verb. Modal verbs. Verb to be, the position may change depending on how you use verb to be, okay? Now look, Aina, I wanted to find an indigenous name because I'm talking about an indigenous language. But it's not a very easy name to read. Today I'm picking some interesting words. Aina speaks any language you can possibly imagine. She can even speak Sarsi. Now, from what I researched, Sarsi is an indigenous language spoken in the, oh my God, where's the language spoken? It's a very rare language, okay? The Sarsi language. I know it's rare. I Googled something rare, like a rare language. So she can even speak Sarsi. Look at her, she can speak any language, even Sarsi. So you're adding the unexpected, the surprising. And you can even add the even plus a noun. Even Sarsi, even that difficult language. So it's not always before a verb. Depending on how you build your sentence, it is before a word. My friend likes everybody, even her. Jessica, he likes Jessica? Yes, even Jessica. Can you imagine? So there you have it. Good, good. So that's the idea, okay? It depends on the position. Now here with present perfect, see that it's he has even been. It is before, okay? But if I use the typical verb to be in the past or in the present, it is after. I'm even. He's even. Okay? It is after. Modal verb. She can even. You should even. But, oh, Priscilla, but I'm going to use even with all the modal verbs. Well, the situation is important. Okay? It's key. Okay? Oh, there's a spelling mistake in rich. Okay, let me fix this light. He's rich. There's a mistake in rich. Antarctic. No. The Antarctic. Yeah, I think this is it. This is the only mistake in this slide. Okay. All right, let me fix this. Yes, just this one. Very well, moving on. Even in negative sentences, the position changes a little, okay? Here, I will put the negative, the word even before the main verb. Actually, it's before the main verb again. You will say, why are you asking me to help you? This is an example. We are not even friends. Verb to be, okay? Everything's after. Verb to be, after, okay? But if it's a regular, not a normal verb, an ordinary verb, not modal, not to be, it's before the main verb. Why should I invite you to my party? I don't even know you. So why do you invite someone from a party if you don't even know them? So do you see that idea? I don't even know. The Antarctic. Yeah, see, I'm learning. I'm getting better. Antarctic. Oh, there you go. Learning. See, sometimes the students ask me, how do I improve my pronunciation? By practicing. New words will take time. I hadn't used this word before. I've watched things about it, but never used. There you go. Now, negative. Verb to be or modal verbs. Next. You can't even fry an egg by yourself. What? I can't believe it. Well, she doesn't even like you. Why are you so sad that Melissa didn't invite you to the party? She doesn't even like you. Okay? She doesn't even like you. Why are you sad? Why do you care about Melissa? She doesn't even like you. Ignore her, nobody likes her. So why are you going to her party? Well, she invited me. I gotta go. We work together. So I'm gonna be there, but I don't like her either. Okay, and I don't think she likes me either. We don't like each other. So why are you going? I don't know. I don't even know why I'm going. So real life, real examples. Well, I don't know anyone whose name is Melissa. If I knew, I don't have any beef with any Melissa. This was just an example. Now, this is something that I do with my BSA, okay? I am creating examples here, and I ask my students from my academy to do the same. Every day I go on the platform, I get my coffee, and then I check my baby's work. So they learn a new lesson, they have to use it. They learn new words, they have to use them. They have to create examples, connect the examples with their lives. Okay, that is so important. That's how you learn a lesson. That's how you truly learn a lesson. And the more you connect the lesson with an emotion, Oh man, the more you learn, it's amazing. So you should try doing that. To learn a lesson, I must use it. So every time I'm teaching my students grammar, vocabulary, I ask them to post examples. So do the same here in the comments of this video. Now guys, interrogative sentences. Is it possible? Yes, you can use even in questions, affirmative sentences, negative sentences, but you need to think of a situation. That's a student's challenge at this level, pre-intermediate, intermediate, because you need to exercise your creativity, your imagination. That is so important. That's the challenge at this transition level. Your creativity, using what you study, and stop doing those book exercises, okay? But another example, interrogative sentences, okay? Oh, so you're asking dad for a new bike. But do you even know how to ride one? So maybe I'm the old sister. This never happened to me, okay? This has never happened to me, but I'm thinking of a fun situation here. I'm the old sister, then my little sister or my little brother is, oh, I'm gonna ask daddy for a new bike, you know, and he told me he's gonna get me a bike and I am really excited. So the old sister looks at the old little brother and says, you're asking dad for a new bike? But do you even know how to ride a bike? Of course I do. I know how to ride a bike. 5 minutes later. No, I don't. Help. So that's the idea. I can use in questions. I am emphasizing. Do you even know, to show this surprise in the statement that I am making? Okay? That's the idea. I'm not going to translate it for you. I don't even know how to translate. I'm more focused on the situation, okay? Always expect this kind of unexpected vibe or surprise vibe, okay? Now, hey, this is important to me. Then maybe I'm talking to my boyfriend and he's working. Yeah, babe. And I'm talking about my problems. And he's working. And I'm like, hey, this is important to me. Are you even listening? You're not listening. You never listen to me. So are you even listening? So you said, okay, guys, now I'm not going to be teaching here the organization of a question. I have videos here on my channel where I teach how to make questions with verb to be, modal verb, simple present, future, you name it. Here, I'm just focusing on showing you it's possible to use even in questions, affirmative sentences, and negative sentences. You will also need to take a bit of time to review that if necessary, okay? There you go. Make sure to smash that like button. Support the channel by sharing, liking, subscribing. And if you want a little more, get my study plan cycle. It'll really help you organize your study routine. But here we go. Even plus comparatives. Remember, the goal is to emphasize, okay? You're always showing surprise or something unexpected. So I can also use even plus a comparative. What is a comparative? More beautiful, more expensive, less interesting, cheaper, happier, nicer, dirtier. Okay, so that's a comparative. It's more than plus a long adjective or a short adjective plus ER or IER. And usually when I use a comparative, I'm showing something is superior or inferior compared to another thing, situation, product, person, you name it. I also have lessons about this here on my channel. And if I have the even, the phrase gets even more interesting. Anyway, so look, you know what? I have an even better idea. Why don't you stay here with the kids while I go to the supermarket? I know how much you hate going there. So maybe I'm talking to my husband and we're talking about going to the supermarket, and he says, well, I'll go to the supermarket, you stay with the kids, fine, I'll go. And then I think, I know he hates going to the supermarket. I know he doesn't like it. You know what, babe? I have an even better idea. You stay with the kids, and I'll go. Don't worry, I got this. And he's like, yes, awesome, thank you, I love you. So an even better idea. That's the point, okay? So it's possible, but remember, you're emphasizing. Now, this idea is so simple. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're going to describe something extraordinary. No, it's just something a little bit unexpected. Maybe my husband didn't expect me to offer to go because I don't know, maybe I don't like to go either. But I know that I don't like going, but he hates going. Okay, so that may be the difference. Another example. We were surprised to know the company fired the entire department. Okay, we were surprised. The company fired an entire department. But then we were even more surprised when we discovered why that happened. Priscilla, why? Why did that happen? I can't tell you. Oh my God. You use your imagination to think of why the company fired an entire department. That's brutal, okay? That's, oh my God. So they fired an entire department. Yeah, but we were even more surprised when we discovered why they fired an entire department. There you go. Even though, two more, okay, guys, then I'll let you go. Even though, teacher, can I just use though? Yes. Teacher, can I use although? Yes. Teacher, can I use even though? Yes. But what is the difference? When you use even though, you're going to use, okay, now we need to go back a little, okay? You use although, you use though to connect sentences to show contrast. I also have lessons here on my channel, okay, where I talk about this, connecting phrases. But when we use even though, I want to show a stronger context, contrast, okay? So pay attention. Every time I'm using if, I'm showing, stronger contrast, something more, okay? That's the idea. Something more unexpected, surprising. And here, even though, a stronger contrast. So even though I have a healthy diet, so look at the contrast. Look at the big contrast. Even though I have a healthy diet, I feel sick all the time. So maybe I go to the hospital. This is not my case. Well, depends. I went to the doctor, and even though I have a healthy diet, doc, I feel sick all the time. And then he can look at me and say, well, let's investigate. Let's see what's happening. Let's run some blood tests and see if there's something wrong. Maybe your body is missing some important nutrients. This actually happened to me. I'm not feeling weak all the time, but I have a healthy diet. I exercise 6 times a week. I don't eat junk food. And then I was feeling a little tired. So I went to the doctor, and it turns out that I need more iron. I need more iron. I need more vitamin D. No, well, that too. And vitamin B. All the complex of vitamin B is like, no wonder I feel so tired, And if this is me tired, imagine me not tired. All right, another example. She won't be able to help you, even though she's the one in charge. Okay, so what? She's the one in charge and she cannot help me. Look at the stronger contrast. Dude, don't talk to her. But she's the one in charge. Yeah. Even though she's in charge, she can't help anyone. We don't even know what she's doing here. Yeah, we don't know. Well, maybe she knows someone because she shouldn't be here. She doesn't even know how to reply an email by herself. Like, seriously, we need to help her all the time. I don't understand why she's our boss. Has this ever happened to you? Tell me, it's bad, isn't it? Anyway, last example, even if. When using even if, you're giving the idea of it doesn't matter if, okay? The example will make it easier. With my lessons, I always focus on examples to make something easier. So when I use even if, it doesn't matter if. Pay attention. We are going to the beach tomorrow. We are going to the beach tomorrow. It doesn't matter what the weather is like. Okay, so we're going. Here I didn't use even if. I just want you to understand. We're going to the beach tomorrow. Raining, sunny, hot, blizzard. We're going to the beach. A blizzard's a little tough, A snowstorm. We are going to the beach. Okay, look at with even if. We are going to the beach tomorrow, even if the weather sucks. We are going to the beach tomorrow, even if it rains, even if it's raining, even if there's an explosion, even if it doesn't matter, even if it's raining, even if you're sick, even if we're tired, we are going to the beach tomorrow. Okay? So that's the idea, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.